and today we are making inexpensive tinfoil flowers using Shimmerz Coloringz products. This one here is made using tinfoil, a Spellbinders die template called Spiral Blossoms 1, and Shimmerz Coloringz Mon Cherie. Alright, let's begin. So the colorings are nice, rich, deep colors. And that's what they're all about. They're not about shimmer, they're about adding color. So I'm going to use just a mix of my colorings today with you, and I'm going to be using some Spellbinders dies. This one is called Spiral Blossoms 1, and this one is from the Donna Salazar collection. This one is called Rose Creations. So, first thing you do, grab your aluminum foil, and I want you to give yourself a good strip. But we want to be making 4 layers of the aluminum, so I want you to just keep folding it. Make sure it's nice and flat. 1, 2. That gives me 3. I'm going to add 1 more layer. This will make the foil just a lot more sturdy. Okay, so I'm giving myself 5 layers. Really doesn't matter, 4 or 5, you're good to go. So then you take your base plate. I'm going to be using the Spellbinders Grand Caliber die cut machine. Okay, and I want to line up all my cuts so that I can do it in one shot. I'm even going to do some leaves, and we can color those with this one, Lime into Coconut. Alright, so there we go. We have the base plate ready. Just put your foil on top, line it up there. Okay, and then put your cutting plate on top. Okay, and now you're ready to run it through the Grand Caliber. Okay, so there's my cuts. You can see that the foil comes off, and what's left is your cuts. Okay, so I got my Spiral Blossoms 1, and all these Rose Creations. What I'm going to do is take the extra step, and I'm going to emboss these as well. So how you do that is you put the tan mat, just make sure all the foil is still in place. I'm going to take my tan mat, just put it over top. Just make sure they're all still relatively in place. This one fell out of place. Okay, those ones are good. These ones are good. Okay, now you use the pink embossing plate and you run it through again. Now this will just push some of the foil into the die templates and make it, instead of a flat cut, you're going to have some raised parts of the die cut. Okay, so we're done cutting and embossing. You can move your machine out of the way. Alright, so there you can see what I mean by the raised parts. Sorry that I'm catching the light there, but you can see how the inside of the flower now has some raised portions. Okay, then this one as well, you can just pull that out. Should just come out nice and easy. Okay, so you would never be able to tell that these are 5 layers of tinfoil because they're flattened to the point so much that it just looks like one piece, and it's nice and sturdy, so it's got some thickness to it, which is great, which is exactly what we wanted. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to roll this flower. It's a rolled flower, and because it's tin foil, it's going to give me a little bit of a hard time starting out the roll, so I want to use something like a pencil or a pen just to help me get going, to keep it really round in the middle. Okay. I don't need to do this all the way along, but if it's working, might as well just keep going here. Okay, so once you get to the end, so I just want to, roll it as if you'd like to see it. And the foil is great because you can bend it as you like, and that's the benefit of it. I'm just going to focus in here so we can get a really good look at these flowers. Okay, so I'm going to use the glue gun to hot glue it. Okay, so just put some dabs down there. Okay, make sure it's rolled the way you want it. Okay, just hold it for a minute, let the glue set. Okay, and then you can start working with the petals. Okay, and that foil just looks so nice. But I'll tell you something, it'll look nicer with colorings on it. Okay, so these parts in the middle, you can even bend them in if you want. Okay, so it looks like a beautiful metal flower. So before I move on to the colorings, I want to do this flower as well. So I'm going to find just a temporary brad to keep these together. So you can start with the smallest. Okay, just put your brad through. 1, 2, this probably isn't the brad I'm going to stick with, but we'll see how it looks. I might keep it. 3, 4. There's still one more die template in this particular set, and it's bigger, but I didn't really want to do that much larger of a flower. Okay. All right, so there's our metal flower. It's looking all right. We're getting some glare there. So I want you again to really work with these petals. You start with them up, and then you can curl them back, okay? So take these ones and curl them out. Okay, so this just creates a lot of dimension. Okay, so there we have 2 flowers. Now you can take some scrap pieces of paper. Okay, and I usually just reuse the papers over and over again if I'm spraying my shimmers, just to save paper. So I'm going to show you Shimmerz Coloringz, which is a beautiful purple. I'm just going to move that one out of the way because I don't want to get it dirty. Okay, so generously spray the flower. This is just the first coat. Okay. Alright, so I'll move that aside. Okay, now we'll work on this flower. I thought I would show you the orange. This is Mandarin Mai Tai, which is a really beautiful bright orange. Alright, so just spray there. Now, your brad, obviously, if you don't want that colored, choose something that has a resin base or, you know, plastic, and just kind of mop up in the middle. Okay, so that will dry, and I'll take pictures for you. That's really nice. Okay, and then the last thing I'm going to do is those leaves. And I'm going to want to use a green, and Coloringz has a perfect green. It's lime into coconut right here. It's beautiful. So let's do these leaves. Gorgeous. So I'm just going to let everything sit, and I don't want to touch it. I'm just going to let it dry like that, and it'll be beautiful for any project. Okay, so I want to show you, this is a way to get them to dry really fast and get the color you want, okay? So this is done with Shimmerz. See the nice purple there. Okay, so just keep your heat gun on it, and this will just heat set the color right onto the foil. Just spray a little more. Okay, you probably want to do about, I'd say, maybe 5 coats of the Coloringz. But the drying time is really fast. So once you've achieved a color you like, then just stop. But this is just beautiful. It looks so antiqued. This is just stunning. I love this. Love this. Holy cow. Sorry. Sometimes I do these videos and I just do them as I go. So I'm seeing this for the first time that you are. I adore this flower. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright. So this is Bleeding Heart. This one. So I'm going to do the same. So keep your heat gun on it. Spray the color. You notice I'm not changing the distance of where the gun is to the flower. Okay, it's starting to burn there a little bit. You see the burning of the tinfoil? That is just so neat. It's making it look really antiqued. It's just giving it such a neat look. Okay, this one's almost turning gold, like the color that it's turning when you get too close. You're just going to cause more of the damage, and it's crinkling up there. Do you see that? But this is just becoming a more solid flower. Oh, that's so neat. Okay, so I'm going to stop with that one. I'm not going to touch it because I imagine it's hot. So I'm just going to set that aside. Okay, the last one we're going to do is the Mandarin Mai Tai. And I've already sprayed 2 coats on that one, so we'll just dry them up. Okay, this is almost looking gold. Okay. It's funny what the tinfoil is doing with the heat. Okay, I'm just going to spray it one more time. Give it that last burst of color. Okay, I think I'll stop there. Alright, so the last but not least, we have our leaves. I'm just going to crinkle those up a little bit to give them a little bit of texture. Okay. And we're going to be using lime and coconut. So I'm probably going to have to hold these in place with something. I'll just do one leaf for now so you can see what it looks like. I'll do the other one on my own. Okay, one more spray, and I think we're good with that one. So the Shimmerz is just going into those creases, which is nice. And this is turning a little bit of a bronzy as well, which is really neat. So you get the bronze and the green. Oops. There you go. Alright, so let's review. Let's look at all our pieces. Okay, we have the Mancherie, which is my favorite. I just love what happened there. I love the color, how intense it is. Okay, so imagine that with one of these green pieces behind it. Okay, isn't that gorgeous? I have another green piece. Okay, that's just beautiful. Okay, and then we have My Bleeding Heart on tinfoil, and the Rolled Flowers Spellbinders Spiral Blossoms 1. And then, last but not least, we have Mandarin Mai Tai on tinfoil. Okay, with a brad in the middle. And I'll probably change that out to something a little more that suits it. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you give it a try. Take care and have a great day.